The fat burning zone, myth or reality? And if it is reality, then how do we make it work for you?
Whether you're going for a trail run or charging your way through a tiring mud race, these shoes are just what you need to take on the elements.
Our body is a self-cleaning machine that knows exactly how to flush out the toxins we pile it up with. But there are diets that can do the same job, and that too efficiently.
If you've ever used any piece of cardio equipment, then you've most probably seen this. A colorful graph that relates your heart rate with fat burning. And right in the center, indicated in the boldest colors, in nice capital letters, it says fat burning zone. So what exactly is this fat burning zone and how exactly does it work? The fat burning zone is the activity level at which your body is burning fat for energy. At a lower intensity level of exercise, research has shown that the body relies more on fat as the main fuel source. This is probably because at lower intensities, the body has more time to break down fat and convert it to energy. Conversely, during high-intensity efforts, the body begins to metabolize carbohydrates instead. So logically speaking, if weight loss is the goal of your workout, then finding your fat-burning zone and maintaining your workout in that zone should maximize the amount of fat that you burn. In order to determine your fat-burning zone, you first have to get an estimate on what your maximum heart rate is. To do this, subtract your age from 220 if you are male and subtract your age from 226 if you're female. This is your maximum heart rate. Your fat burning zone is between 60 and 70% of your maximum heart rate. So keeping your heart rate within this bracket during your workout means you are aerobic and you are burning fat. One of the easiest ways of determining whether you are in your fat burning zone is by using the talk test. It's a very simple test. While doing any exercise, you should be able to speak a simple sentence without gasping for breath. So a sentence like, I took my dog for a walk yesterday should not sound like, I took my dog for a walk yesterday. If you're too winded, you're definitely not in the zone. You need to decrease the intensity and get back in there. But does the fat burning zone really work? Actually, the fitness world is at odds over the claim that getting your heart rate into that fat burning zone is the best and the only way to lose fat. This could, after all, lead cardio enthusiasts to think they need to taper back on intensity and work out solely in the highlighted area to burn the most amount of fat. Well, that's not quite the whole picture. Lots of activities also burn calories by requiring work from muscles, weight training, sprinting, even simply sleeping and breathing. So no real extra points there for aerobic training. The body does burn a higher percentage of calories from fat in the fat burning zone. However, at higher intensities, say 70 to 90% of your maximum heart rate, you burn a greater number of overall calories, which is what matters when it comes to losing weight. Backers of high-intensity interval training prefer to perform extremely intense intervals, ignoring the heart rate guidelines altogether. The fat-burning zone is often misinterpreted. Most people believe that doing steady-state cardio within your fat-burning zone is going to make your body a more efficient fat-burning machine. True or false? Well, this is true, but only to a certain extent. And so do a whole lot of other activities, and they do it far more efficiently. Most people also believe that doing steady-state cardio is going to increase your body's metabolism. True or false? This is false because your body's metabolism depends on the amount of muscle that you have. So muscle building activities increases your metabolism, and steady-state cardio like going for a long walk is going to do very little of that. This is not to say that low-intensity exercise doesn't have its place. All exercise is good exercise. But if you've been wondering why those long walks and jogging sessions are not helping you lose the inches that you were aiming for, well, you clearly need something more. Bring in some short, higher intensity workouts or interval workouts and watch those extra pounds disappear. Nonetheless, determining your fat burning zone can be helpful, if only to help you adjust the intensity of your workout depending on your heart rate. But when aiming to burn lots of fat, it's best to talk to a trainer about the most efficient way of going about it, rather than blindly following a graph on a machine.
Obstacle racing involves a deluge of obstacles set in an unforgiving terrain that will test your physical endurance as well as mental resolve. If you were to run this race, you would need every bit of help you could get. You would need a shoe like the Reebok All-Terrain Super Spartan.
The Spartan Race is one amongst many upcoming obstacle course racing championships that are attracting thousands of participants from across the globe. The all-terrain Super Spartans from Reebok are one of the few shoes in the market today that have been designed keeping in mind the grueling demands of this sort of running. In fact, it's been named after the very race it's been designed for, the Spartan Race. While running an obstacle race, the runner will encounter a variety of surfaces and inclines, besides running through waterlogged, muddy and sandy terrain. The all-terrain Super Spartan is a rigged, lightweight racing champ that integrates a superior water drainage feature, superb traction, mud resistance, durability and stability. The upper part of the shoe is made of DuraGrip material that ensures the shoe can take a beating and still keep you in the race, no matter how far you push these kicks. On close inspection, you will notice these H2O drain ports. This feature ensures that your shoes drain out any water that may have seeped in, almost instantly after being fully submerged. Not just that, the material of the shoe has moisture-wicking properties. It reduces water absorption and also zero sloshing or pooling of water within the shoes. The tongue is also made of rubber for the same reason. There are square indented lugs on the outsole to provide superior traction and grip, especially when you are running an obstacle course that involves lots of slippery and muddy ground. These cleats are well spaced to ensure that mud doesn't get stuck in between the teeth and the excess weight doesn't weigh you down. Another thoughtful integration here are these toe picks on the front of the shoe to offer better leverage while climbing slippery slopes. You also have small teeth on the instep of the shoe to help you get a better grip while climbing those mud-encrusted ropes and scaling walls. The all-terrain Super Spartan is specifically engineered for the sport of obstacle racing and has been designed in partnership with the Reebok Spartan Race. These shoes beat all other shoes in the water drainage department, which is considered one of the biggest hurdles for OCR shoes.
Obstacle racing is a relatively new sport, but there are not many shoes that cater to the needs of those pursuing this activity right now. The all-terrain Super Spartan is one of the few shoes that can take on the rigors of this intense form of racing, and it's quite amazing at it too.
With the kind of lifestyle we live today, it's not surprising why detox diets are so popular. They claim to fix the problem when our bodies are unable to do so. Before you give them a shot, let's find out how and if they really work.
Detox is the process of eliminating or counteracting the toxins in our body. These pollutants can be anything from cellular waste, stomach acids, or other contaminants that we ingest daily from the food that we eat, the water that we drink, and even from the environment around us. This toxic accumulation is also called the body burden, and it's believed to be the reason why we fall ill and has also been linked to other deficiencies such as hormonal imbalances, nutritional inadequacies, inefficient metabolism, and weakened immune system. Indigestion, poor concentration, sluggishness, headaches, bad breath, fatigue, poor skin, and muscle pain are all symptoms of an overburdened body. Normally, various organs in the body work together to ensure that this toxic waste is discarded immediately from our system. But sometimes these organs are overburdened and our body is not able to do the job as efficiently as it's supposed to. A detox diet is a treatment or therapy that claims to remove toxins from the body, and there are quite a few of them. Some involve fasting or just drinking liquids such as fruit and vegetable juices. Others allow whole foods, but it's only fruits and vegetables. Detox diets try to minimize the chemicals that we consume by encouraging an organic diet. They flood the system with vitamins, nutrients and antioxidants in order to detoxify it. And they are high on fiber and water, which is required to absorb and eliminate toxins through bowel movements and urination. When you're on a detox diet, you'll be hungry and may even feel drained out. Most people tend to get irritable on a low-calorie diet. The immediate side effects are weakness, low blood sugar, fatigue, dizziness, and nausea. Whether or not a detox diet is safe depends entirely on the plan and the duration that you intend to follow it for. Rather than going for a quick fix detox diet, what you can and should do is try and eat clean. Focus on eating more veggies, fruits, whole grains, lean protein, basically foods that offer a whole lot of goodness without requiring a whole lot of processing. Also try and squeeze in a little time for exercise.
You may end up losing a bit of weight on a detox diet because most of them curb your calorie intake. But if you believe your body needs any help in getting rid of the toxins, then you may be wrong. No matter what you eat, your organs and immune system are efficient enough to do the cleanup job.